Let's review the answers to the questions you just answered. Before we review those questions, let's go ahead and talk about the topic of the passage. The topic of this passage is the Amazon rainforest. Now that we know what the topic is, we can review the questions you answered. The first question we are going to review is, are these clues positive or negative? If you think back to the lessons we've had this week on author's point of view, we know that in order to decide the author's point of view, we need to know the topic and look at the clues to decide if what he or she is saying is positive or negative. We know the topic of this passage is the Amazon rainforest. Now we need to look at the clues we have here in paragraph 2 and decide if these are positive or negative clues about the Amazon rainforest. Take a look. One of the clues is remove harmful carbon dioxide. If it's getting rid of something that's harmful or dangerous, that is definitely something positive because we're getting rid of it. The next clue we have is the air and create oxygen in return. That is another positive clue. It's telling us that it's giving us something in return. It's getting rid of something, but we're also getting something back. So that is definitely very positive. The next clue we have here is the lungs of the earth. The lungs help us breathe, and it is something very necessary. So this is something positive. And the very last clue we have is that it provides over 20% of the world's oxygen. Oxygen is something that we all need in order to be able to breathe and stay alive and healthy. And it is telling us that the rainforest is able to give us 20% of the entire world's oxygen. So that is another positive clue. Now that we have taken a closer look at all of these clues and we know the author has positive feelings in paragraph 2, we can answer the first question, which says, choose the sentence that best describes the author's point of view in paragraph 2. The correct answer was D. The Amazon is important to Earth because it removes harmful gases from the air and gives off oxygen. We know this is the correct answer because we just said that all of these clues had positive feelings, or they were positive opinions about the Amazon rainforest. It's telling us it gets rid of carbon dioxide. That's a harmful gas. But it also gives us things like oxygen and air. So we can go ahead and mark D as the correct answer. Now we can review question 2. And in question 2, it says, with which statement about paragraph 3 would the author most likely agree? The correct answer is B. The Amazon is home to many interesting animals, some of which can be dangerous. We know answer choice B is the correct answer choice because in paragraph 3, it tells us the rainforest is also home to 10 million species of animals. That's the very first part, that the Amazon is home to many animals. Now, this second part, some of which can be dangerous, is also in this paragraph. It gives us examples of animals that are dangerous. It tells us about the anaconda that can squeeze the life off the prey. And it also tells us about the pirarucu, the other animal that has razor-sharp teeth. So we know that the author would agree that the Amazon is home to many interesting animals, some of which can be dangerous because of some clues here in paragraph 3. Let's go ahead and review our very last question. The last question is, which detail supports the point of view that some tribes choose not to interact with the modern world? So we need to find a detail that shows the author's point of view that some tribes choose to not interact with the modern world. The correct answer choice here is C. I accidentally forgot to circle it, but the answer choice is C. The reason it is answer choice C is if you take a closer look at our paragraph 4, it tells us right here. About 400 tribes live in the rainforest, including over 70 tribes that make no contact with the outside world. It's telling us in this detail, no contact with the outside world, and the point of view is that some tribes choose not to interact with the modern world, meaning that they are not trying to communicate or have anything to do with people that don't live in the rainforest. And it even goes on to tell us that these people live in the depths of the Amazon and depend on the rainforest for everything, including food, shelter, and clothing.